Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great morning today. I'm here with the customer. Let's see how this tank is. This thing's packed. Oh wow. Okay. So this is the lid made out of plastic. La pipa blanca. Ahí está, yo me la llevo. Sí. Nomás prende el motor. Ya le moví a la paloma, como quiere. Oh, I see. I was gonna tell my dad to go ahead and bring the light, and he's already on his way with the light. Cool. If it's a little windy, I'm sorry guys. When I edit the video, I'll go ahead and try to bring down the wind a little bit, but enjoy the video. This customer hasn't cleaned their tank in about 4.5 years, so he wants to go ahead and do some maintenance, and it looks about time to go ahead and do it. Okay. ¿Ah? Sí, por si las dudas. My dad was asking me to go, if he wants me to go ahead and bring the pressurized water. I told him, yeah, just in case, because I don't know if it's gonna get harder to go ahead and suck up the stuff inside the tank once I get to the bottom. Especially on this trash tank, which is the first one, it usually just fills up with a bunch of sludge and scum, especially the scum layer on top. Once we get to the bottom, we'll see how difficult it gets. All right, getting to the bottom. It's getting thick. All right guys, time to wash the tank from the inside. No, not the grass. Just kidding. I'll take it out right now. Oh man, there's just some stuff there inside. Okay guys, time for the second tank. Let's do this. I gotta be careful with this one because since there's dirt on top and trash and all that stuff, I don't want some of that stuff to go in there, even though there's probably trash already and dirt inside the tank because the lid broke and they just went ahead and replaced it with one of those plastic containers things, and then they went ahead and put it on top and added some dirt on the sides. We'll see what we find inside the tank once we get to the bottom. Pipe, if there's any trash or anything, sometimes you can find like Coke bottles, glass bottles, pretty much anything you can think of that is trash inside the tank. Those tanks really suck because I mean they make the job a lot harder, but in those situations we don't take out the trash, we don't take the Coke bottles, we don't take out the glass bottles, trash, whatever it may be in there. We just take out the wastewater. If there's wipes, we take out the wipes, and that's pretty much it. If there's mud in there, we charge extra. That's why we tell the customer, if you want to take out the mud, that's going to be extra. Most of the time they say no because it's a little bit more expensive. So in those situations, we just take out the wastewater, wipes, toilet paper, whatever's in there that we can take that's mixed with the wastewater. So hopefully in this case, this one's not too bad at the bottom. I mean, as you can see, it's just a bunch of trash on top and all that stuff. That's why it's always best, as soon as something breaks on your tank, just go ahead and replace it. Even if it's a small lid, it could cost you maybe $25–30. Depends where you're at in the state, or what state you are in, and what's the average cost for a regular maybe what 14, 15, even 16-inch lid that goes on top of the tank. I know some tanks, they require a 24-inch lid to cover the manhole that it has. So it just depends on the tank that you have. But if you can afford to go ahead and buy it as soon as it breaks, go ahead and do it, because the more you leave it open, the more you're gonna go ahead and leave it open to, you know, if trash is flying, or over time the dirt from the sides of the tank of the hole where it's at falls inside. It just makes it a lot more difficult to go ahead and clean when it gets to the point that you have to go ahead and do maintenance on it. In these cases, what I try to do, I always try to put my stinger, which is the PVC pipe that's connected to the vacuum hose, on the opposite end of the tank, because if something fell and it's heavy, like concrete, like let's say the lid or something like that, more than likely it's gonna fall directly on where the hole is on top of the tank. So I always try to go to the opposite side, so that way most of the debris that's inside the tank, I can try to go ahead and avoid it. The other person you see with me all the time, it's my dad. On the video I put dad, and then under it I put apa. That's what I call him. He only speaks Spanish. He does understand English, but not that much, but he does understand it. He doesn't speak it, he just speaks Spanish. So I always talk to him in Spanish. So if you hear me talk Spanish all the time, it's because I'm with my dad. Sometimes he helps me to dig, to go ahead and when I'm cleaning, if I need something, if I need the light, if I need the water hose, if I need something, he'll go ahead and get it. I never try to put something difficult for him to go ahead and do. But if he wants to go ahead and do it, he can go ahead and do it. It's all up to him. I don't do much talking. It's not my thing, but you know, enjoy it. It's going so far. I don't see any trash floating or anything like that, which is great. And by trash I mean like plastic bottles, water bottles, Coke bottles, glass bottles, anything like that. All right guys, all done with the second tank. All right guys, time to go ahead and put everything away. ¿Eh? Sí, está bien. Hey.
It's okay.